How? What am I gonna, what do I do? What do I do? Did you know if you put a drop of water on your iPhone camera, it creates like this really cool macro effect and you can get some really cool shots of your eye using it. But today, we're gonna be playing with perspective. That's right. We're gonna be seeing what awesome mind we can create using perspective. Let's go. So the types of photos that we're gonna try and create are similar to these ones. These photos were taken like this, but made to look like this. And that's what we're gonna try and create today. So for this first one, I wanna turn the world sideways, but I wanna still be sitting straight up. And to make that happen, I'm gonna have to be sitting horizontal. And I just wanna get rid of any unnecessary things that might ruin the effect, such as like hair defying gravity and stuff like that. So I'm gonna be wearing a hat, and I'm gonna attempt to dangle off the balcony. So the problem is, as soon as I click the button, I've got 10 seconds to dangle myself over the balcony. Okay, so I think we got a pretty decent one. We probably could have done a lot better if we took more time, but either the railing's gonna snap or my arm's gonna snap because my arm's killing me from holding myself sideways. But before we have a proper look at them in editing, let's just move on to the next idea that I had in mind. So this next idea is quite similar. I can just envision it in my mind. It's gonna look so sick, hopefully. Not gonna get my expectations up because I don't want them to be disappointed if the photo is. So the gist is I'm gonna be sitting on the ground sideways and I'm gonna be fishing out of the window. But I've got an iPhone charger here and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna toss it out of the window and hold on to the end and hopefully it'll look like a fishing line when we turn the photo in editing. So I've got the camera set up there for a nice side angle. Let's give it a shot. Oh. What if I... Oh my god! Ah! I have to throw my rod out like a crazy person. How? What am I gonna... What do I do? What do I do? Ah! So I've just spent the last 20 minutes setting up the live view on my phone for the camera. So now I can click the button whenever I want. Oh, where's my phone? Oh no, the camera's disconnected. Are you kidding me? Finally got one more way that I think I can make this work. Holy crap. There is definitely a ton more cooler stuff you can photograph outside using this technique, but I thought I'd do it at home because of quarantine and it'd be a kind of a challenge. For this next one, I'm gonna be hoisting myself up here and across like this, so it looks like I'm standing on this wall. Damn it. One more, we got this. Yo, we got it. You know how I said these are probably the most demanding and hardest photos that I've ever taken? This right here, what we're about to do, is exactly why. So for this idea, I wanted to throw myself around to see if I could get a shot that when I flipped the photo upside down, looked like I was falling off the world, or looking up at the world, or just something trippy like that. Getting so sore from just constantly falling and I just can't get the right shot. Okay, I'm done. I'm done. Probably wasn't the best idea throwing myself around like that without warming up or stretching or anything, because I'm so sore. So for this one, we're gonna be seeing what we can do with big and small perspective. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the car down close to the camera and I'm gonna stand further away and hopefully I can make the car look life-size and like I just bought a new Ferrari. There we go. The depth of field is completely messed up because one is so close and one's so far, it just completely ruins the effect. So I'm probably gonna need to take two photos and then merge them together. So there's gonna be a ton of Photoshop work needed for this. This photo technique is so hard. Judging perspective is so difficult, especially when you don't even know what they look like yet because I haven't looked at them on a computer. So I think it's time to do that and let's see if we succeeded or if we flopped.
What have I done?
So we have some really good news and some really bad news. The good news is we got some really sick photos. The bad news is we also got some freaking horrendous photos too. The first photo is of me dangling over the balcony. After quite a few attempts, we did get a pretty cool photo that I'm quite happy with. I thought this one worked really nicely. Kind of have this shadow on my face from the hat, which I kind of wish it wasn't there, but you know, that's the best we could get, and I think it turned out pretty cool. Now for the ones of me sitting out the window, as you can see, I completely ditched the fishing rod for just the basketball because it was just way too hard. But if I could have got this couch and just turned it to the side and put it up against the wall, it probably would have sold the effect a bit better. But you know, this is all right. I think the other one turned out a lot better because this one was I was just getting too complicated with it. Now for the one of me planking up against the side of my house. But we did end up with this photo, and this is probably one of my favorite photos of the entire vlog. If you didn't know what my house looked like, that just looks like I'm standing on like a brick ceiling up against an overhang on top of a house or something. It's so trippy. Now for the one where I was throwing myself on the ground, most of these pretty much turned out trash. I really overestimated my athletic capability, but we did end up with two pretty cool ones at the end. They're not really perspective per se, but just really interesting, funny things of me floating in the air. I quite like these even though they weren't what we were necessarily going for. So now for the perspective one of the car on the paddle pop stick. I don't think I want to talk about this one. So there's a lot of things that went wrong with this photo. First off, the car doesn't have a shadow at all anywhere around it. And the back of the car's out of focus, which wouldn't make sense because I'm in focus. You know, it's just the process. Sometimes it doesn't work. And this one was extremely difficult to get, judging the perspective and stuff. Yeah, that's just pathetic. That is pathetic. But compositing images in Photoshop, making them look realistic and match the environment is definitely not my forte. I can only do the basic stuff on there. But I tried, and that's all you can really do. But which one was your favorite? Let me know down in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace!